Hello, you two. I was just typing in the poll question. Oh, I'm getting some flare from the lights in my kitchen. That's annoying. I'm doing well. Just trying to get this set up. Let me just kind of tinker with my lights for a second. Is that okay? Yeah, maybe I'll leave it at that. I'm doing well, Jessie. I am gonna be prepping some food because I'm trying to get a lot done this weekend and I just want to have some food already to go. Hi, Brandon. How was your birthday yesterday? I'm gonna scoot you back a little bit. Of the shirt, what does it say? Thank you. I'll show you in a second. Oh, so much stuff. So the shirt I'm wearing is from the Hella Mega Tour 3 years ago. I went in August 2021, and the tour was Weezer, Green Day, and Fall Out Boy. Guess which one of those three is my fave? But it was a great show. It was, oh my gosh, it's weird to think it was 3 years ago already. Okay. No, I want to be closer to you. Jay Shorts is guessing Green Day. You are right. They were my favorite out of the three, and they also played last because I think most people there were most excited to see Green Day. Their set was crazy. I think they played for 2 hours straight after Fall Out Boy and after Weezer. So, yeah, it was a very fun tour. BOBD. My B-Day was awesome. I had to work, but coworkers threw me a party. Yes, Boulevard of Broken Dreams. That might be one of, actually, I don't know. There's so many songs I love of theirs. I love When I Come Around. I think that's the name of that song. She, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and sorry, I'm looking for a fork. Ugh. So that was one thing I don't have. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Yeah, there's so many Green Day hits. It's hard to pick my absolute fave. I like their music, but I like heavier rock more, though. Got it. Yeah, I'm not a heavy rock person. I would say Green Day is about as hard rock as it gets for me. Have a great day. I'll subscribe. Thank you, Jay Shorts. I appreciate it. Good to have you here. I don't recognize your username, so welcome if you're new. When September Ends. Oh, it's such a sad song. I think it was written about his dad. Yeah, I'm trying to think of just, I would say my favorite song of theirs is Jesus of Suburbia. It feels like a 90s millennial version of Bohemian Rhapsody. Well, I'm missing some stuff. I love Basket Case, me too. Name a car for an edit. I'm gonna say Ferrari. Time of Your Life, yep. Truck. Oh gosh. Hello, Cappy Plays Games. I love your user profile picture. It's so cute. Looks like a chihuahua with its tongue sticking out. So for those of you wondering, I'm prepping a few baked potatoes, and I like to just poke some holes in them so they get some ventilation when they're baking. And then I'm going to chop up some tofu and, oh gosh, I just have a bunch of veggies over here that I'm trying to get prepped. It is a chihuahua. I thought so. Cute. Tomorrow is your birthday. Happy early birthday. Nice that it falls on a weekend. Because whenever I have a birthday fall on a weekday, I always take a PTO day so that I don't have to work on my birthday. Do you have any fun plans for your birthday at Cappy Plays Games? Anything special planned? When I pierce my potatoes, I use a paring knife. It's a little easier, yeah. Yeah, this is probably my least favorite part of prepping baked potatoes, is just all of the fork stabbing, but I still tolerate it. Oh my god, this potato is just like a rock. Whew. Jeez. Stubborn. Steak and potatoes. Potatoes, yes. Steak, no. My protein is actually going to be this lovely stack of tofu. Tasty organic tofu. I'm just going to chop it up and kind of... My plan is to just have it ready to go so I can scramble it whenever I want. Like I said, I'm just... I feel like I've eaten out a few too many times this week. I was so strapped for time. So I was just like, okay, I'm just going to go to Chipotle over and over and over again and save myself some time because I really had no time or energy to cook this week. So I thought I would just give myself a bit of a head start on some food. I put garlic infused olive oil on them. Yes, I put olive oil on mine as well. I love olive oil. All right, third and last one, guys. I've got Harry Potter on in the background. It's kind of just rolling through all the movies in my Peacock app. So I think it's currently going to Harry Potter 6, The Half-Blood Prince. I'd cook for you, Hannah. Thank you, Jessie. Half as many as last time. Which one? So yes, half as many as last time. I feel like 6. That was just... that was a lot to do on camera, a lot of prep. It was nice to have 6 baked potatoes, though, on hand for those days I really had little time to prep anything. But I figured for today, 3 would be fine, because I'm going to be prepping a few other things. The Harry Potter that's rolling now is the 6th one, The Half-Blood Prince, which I feel like I've watched that one the least of all movie, all the, 8, because they split the 7th one into 2. You know the show Bluey? No, I don't know the show Bluey. What's it about? Open to new shows. I'm gonna try to pierce this one again, just one more time. There we go. Okay. I've seen every season. Must be good then. I tend to re-watch my favorite TV shows over and over and over. Hi, Farden Molly. Welcome. I don't recognize you, so welcome if you're new. Being vegan, what are some of the foods you eat for Thanksgiving? Great question. I love vegan pumpkin pie. I'm gonna make that on my channel. I've done like roasted tofu steak, so like, blocks of tofu basically seasoned with like steak seasoning or pork rub seasoning, which doesn't have any like meat stuff in it, with steak sauce or whatever. I also really love cheesy stuffed mushrooms. That's a recipe episode on my channel. I love roasted veggies like potatoes, parsnips, carrots, cabbage. So, yeah, those are kind of my go-tos. They're not too crazy compared to traditional Thanksgiving food. That's a great question. It's about a blue dog and her family and friends. Sounds sweet. I've not watched The Edge yet, Jesse. My niece loves Bluey. Is it like Blue's Clues? It's reminding me of Blue's Clues. That premise. Vegan turkey. I think there is vegan turkey out there. I am from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Fardin, Molly. Happy Friday to you too, Freshly Wild. I'm glad it's Friday. Thanks, Brandon. Yes, I love cooking food for Thanksgiving, and it really is not difficult these days to make good Thanksgiving food for vegans and vegetarians. Corn on the cob is another one. If you just roast it with olive oil instead of butter, like dairy butter, that's a great one. You can make vegan biscuits, like the Pillsbury biscuits you get. I mean, I don't know if Pillsbury makes vegan biscuits, but it's easy enough to make vegan biscuits. I was thinking the same thing. LOL, how much for a single shot? I don't know what you mean by that. Single shot of what? Freshly Wild, yes. Yes, I love when everyone in the chat knows each other. I love vegan dairy butter. So do I. Vegan dairy butter is amazing. I used it to make my pumpkin spice cake. I want to show you guys actually, once I'm done piercing this potato, I want to show you how much of the pumpkin spice cake is gone that I was showing you a couple nights ago. And for those of you who are new here, I made a pumpkin spice cake a few days ago, and I was filming an episode for actually it's a 1,000 subscriber special because I passed that milestone. So for that cake, I used a ton of vegan butter for the cream, like the buttercream frosting. It turned out so good. So let me just show you that once I'm all done with this guy. Just about. Oh, okay, I think the piercing is done. Goodness gracious. I'm at 43. Ooh, almost 50 subs. Keep going, keep going. The first 100 subs, those are the hardest by far. Keep going. It only gets easier. There's only like one little bit of my pumpkin spice cake left, you guys. I've been giving away slices to my family, so yes. I'm gonna post a new vid. Whoa. That's awesome. Cappy plays games. Keep going. Yeah, this is, yeah, we've really cleaned house on this pumpkin spice cake, which is, I really like it because I hate throwing out food if I don't have to. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna finish that, and don't think that I ate all of that cake by myself. I've been giving away lots of slices to my family. They loved it. I was so happy to hear that they loved it. My dad is a little bit skittish about eating squash vegetables. He just doesn't particularly like them. And then any kind of dessert item that has like pumpkin, I would say pretty much pumpkin. It's kind of weird to him, like pumpkin pie and pumpkin spice cake. So I was surprised, but he really, really liked it. Let's see. I'm conflicted between finger and wrist for this evening's poll question. You're just gonna have to vote and see which one it is. I'm not gonna tell you. I'll probably wait for an hour or so. I don't currently have an Instagram, but I am going to be creating one soon for this channel, Fardine. So I'm gonna announce that. Like I'll probably post on my channel like a community post, and then let you guys know on live when my Instagram is ready to go. Alrighty. Love spice cake. It looks so good. Yeah, I know. I was like, I gotta share this with people. Like, I don't want to just eat this all myself. Probably make me wait for the video, but are you going to use molasses in your pumpkin pie? I might. I don't know if I've ever made pumpkin pie with molasses before. So, we will see. All right. So, I'm just putting some olive oil on the potato, and then I gotta grab some salt and sprinkle some salt on this guy. Hopefully you can see it. The chat kind of covers it up, but yeah, I think you can see it now. Okay. All right, let's wrap this guy up. Whew. Oh, my hand is so olive oil greasy. Okay. All right. Here is one. And I'm going to set this over on my baking sheet, which is all ready to go over here on my stove top. I'm also going to get this preheated. And I bake my potatoes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 70 minutes, if you're wondering. I have my mom's cookbook, which is over a decade older than me, and the recipe for her pumpkin pie uses molasses. I think that would be a great ingredient for pumpkin pie. I really love molasses. I love the flavor of it. So old-fashioned. I chose wrist, and as soon as I clicked it, I wanted ankle and wouldn't let me really? Oh, it won't let you switch. Okay. For some reason, I thought that the YouTube polls would let you switch. Alrighty. Probably gonna have one of these baked potatoes later tonight. All right, lots of salt. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. The oil, always. I'm curious to see what y'all are guessing. What do you think of watermelon? I like watermelon. I haven't had it in ages though. I'm glad you brought it up, OX18. Common sense, hey dear friend, you are making me hungry. This late at night. Oh, what time is it for you, common sense? Because it really isn't that late for me. It's like, I don't know, 8 p.m. or something. Poker face. Yeah, poker face indeed. I'm not telling you. I'm not giving it away. It is. Plus, sometimes the molasses makes its way to the edge of the pie, and you get a little bit of extra sweet. Yeah, I really love it on oatmeal. Brandon Reed, 8:13 p.m. Thank you. All right, second potato, all wrapped and ready. So just one more to go. This is so fast, I feel like, compared to the last time I made baked potatoes. Let me check the poll and see what you guys have said. Finger, wrist, rib, ankle. Okay. Love it. A lot of you guys are saying finger. Only 9:15 here. Okay, got it. Yeah, honestly, as a night owl, my bar for late is anytime after midnight. Then it starts to feel late where I'm like, okay, it's 1 a.m. It's 2 a.m. I should probably get to bed. Actually, though, I don't want to stay up too late this evening because I want to go and grab pumpkins tomorrow. There's a spot close to where I live that's actually giving away free pumpkins for carving, but it's like a first come, first serve kind of basis. So I can't afford to sleep in tomorrow if I want to go and grab myself a free pumpkin for carving, and I'm planning on carving one late. I don't know. It's probably some night next week. Cappy Plays Games, welcome back. Rib sounds a bit dramatic. Okay. I have to be up and out the door at 5:30. Whoo-wee. Oh my gosh, that is brutal. The last time I had to get up that early was it was actually when I ran my 10-mile race a few weekends ago, because that race began at 7 a.m., which meant I had to get up I think at 5:30 in order to get ready, brush my teeth, put in my contacts, eat some food, drink some coffee, commute to the start line. Yeah, it was brutal, and I had to take a nap later that day. Should I stay up all night? I would not stay up all night. I mean, I personally wouldn't do that. I can't tell you what to do, but if I had to get up that early, essentially, I'll give you an example. So that 10-mile race I was just talking about, Cappy Plays Games. So what I did was, I know my natural bedtime is around midnight, and I was like, I know I can't force myself to go to sleep at 9 p.m. and then get, a full night of sleep and wake up at 4:30. So I really just kind of got an overnight nap where I think I got 4 hours of sleep, and I was tired during the race, but you kind of just you work through it. And then when I got home, I basically took a long nap to complete that full night of sleep that I didn't initially get. Happy life, welcome back. Hello. It sounds like, oh, I see, because tomorrow's your birthday. Yeah, I would say definitely if it's your birthday, try to get at least some sleep. It'd be so rough to spend your whole birthday just not having any sleep in your system. I wouldn't want to do that. If you sleep, you have energy to have more fun. Yep, exactly. Yes, I sleep at 8:30. On Fridays, I sleep at 9. Plus you're turning, there's no way, you're not turning 11. All right, so I am just about ready to put these baked potatoes in the oven. What are you going to carve into your pumpkin? I haven't decided yet, actually. I'll think about it, though. Okay, so now, what am I gonna do? I think what I'll do is actually chop up this stack of tofu. Was that a baked potato or no? Yeah, so I've got 3 baked potatoes all ready to go right back here on this baking sheet. And so I'm just waiting for my oven to get to the right temperature. I'm heating it up. And then once you hear the beep thing, the oven buzzer go off, that means that it's time to put my potatoes in the oven. Spent my 21st in Iraq on guard duty. That's wild. I didn't see. Yes, I love baked potatoes as well. You should try and get a food on show on, oh my gosh, I can't even speak. You should try and get a show on Food Network. That would be really exciting, but I don't even know what I guess it would be a vegan type of show. But yeah, I don't know. The first time I tried it and liked it. You should do a poll, then carve it live. Oh, that's a good idea. Very, very good idea. I should do that, yeah. Guess what I'm gonna carve my pumpkin. I really like that. I think I'm gonna do that. Thank you for the suggestion. Okay, I want to move some stuff so you can see what's going on. And I've got a bowl here to just plunk this tofu into. I think it'd be pretty fun to have a show on Food Network. I don't know how stressful it is. Obviously, I've never had a show, but it would be fun. I kind of like YouTube though. I like this format. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, I'm missing some chats. Sorry, guys. Thank you, Ernest. Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be fun to be on TV and have a show. It's more just the whole production of it. Like, there's makeup, there's the outfit, you have to get mic'd up, there's all the different camera angles, you have to time it right because there's like commercial breaks. I think the whole like production process of a TV show could be stressful, but I'd be willing to try it out. Especially on Food Network. I love Food Network. Alright, so I'm gonna just kind of press this block of tofu. A couple chunks just went flying. Kind of wish I would have gotten a little bit softer tofu because it makes a better scramble, kind of like an egg scramble. But we are gonna just work with what we got, which is extra firm tofu. So this is a close-up of the tofu. Just a solid block of soybeans. And I'm just gonna cut this into little pieces. Who is your favorite celebrity chef? 100% Gordon Ramsay. I'm obsessed with him. He's like perhaps my favorite celebrity all around. I love that like drill sergeant energy. No BS, tells it like it is, swears like a sailor, like very tough love. Yeah, a lot of respect. I've watched him since I was a kid. I remember as a kid thinking he was so intense and so scary, but I just respect the dedication, especially the background that he came from. His dad was like super abusive toward his mom, and his brother struggled with addiction, and Gordon was like, I'm getting out of here. Like, this is not my life. This is not what I'm gonna do with my life. And he went and became the GOAT. So, yeah, I could go on and on about how obsessed I am with Gordon Ramsay. He's my favorite as well, by far. Yeah. Yes, we're cooking tonight, Cassidy. Welcome. Good to have you here again. Love seeing ya. Yes, so I am just about to pop some baked potatoes in the oven. I prepped them earlier on this live, and they're all wrapped up and ready to go in aluminum foil. I coated them with some olive oil and some salt. And so those are gonna bake for 70 minutes. And then I'm currently, like right now, I'm chopping up 3 blocks of tofu, and I'm just gonna have this chopped tofu in this glass bowl, kind of at the ready. It's kind of like, you know how sous chefs prep all of the ingredients prior to a dinner service. I'm kind of sous chef chopping up this tofu so that I can just scramble a bit of it at any given time. So I'm not planning on sauteing this or scrambling this tofu tonight. I just kind of want to have it prepped. And love Hell's Kitchen. Me too. Huge fan of Hell's Kitchen. I hope he keeps on going and going and it never ends. My favorite celebrity chef is Bobby Flay. Nice. I like Bobby Flay. I've watched plenty of his, like, what is it, Beat Bobby Flay competition. I liked his personality too and his voice. He's just really fun to watch on TV. I haven't been to one of Bobby Flay's restaurants though. All right, little itty bitty baby pieces of tofu going in here. I like the British Bake Off show. Me too. Me too. I love Prue Leith and I love Paul Hollywood. They're so great. Just seeing if I missed any comments. Okay. I love Gordon Ramsay. I'm actually watching his ultimate cooking course. Ooh. Doesn't he has like a master class or something. Because actually Martha Stewart has a master class and I want to take her master class. But I feel like I saw Gordon Ramsay like an ad for his as well. For a guy who went through basic training, he isn't anywhere close to a drill sergeant. I think he's a drill sergeant in the kitchen, for sure. 100%. He is gritty AF. Love Hell's Kitchen. My favorite celebrity chef. Okay, read that one. Hell's Kitchen is my fave. Oh my god, Kitchen Nightmares is so funny. So, like, man, these places he goes to. It's just a disaster. Hey, Jalen, welcome back. We'd be perfect for each other, Hannah. Thank you, Jesse. All right, Cassidy is saying I broke my wrist at some point in my life. The chat has been off the last few polls. I know, I feel like I've been confusing you guys. All right, come on, phone. I feel like I'm missing some of the chat. Okay. So finger is the most common, 43%, then wrist, rib, and then ankle. Okay. Nice. Ankle because of running. I see the logic there, Jalen. I like it. Get off the internet, just go to college and be an executive in a few years. Ooh. I like that executive aspiration. Jalen, how is your Friday going so far? I basically just wanted to get a head start on my weekend so that I can wake up tomorrow and know that I've got some food options all ready to go. Ernest Grass, I did pretty well, I think. I'm currently at 75% correct. Very nice. That is a good overall accuracy. Dang. I hope I grabbed a big enough bowl for all 3 blocks of tofu. So this is my first one that I'm chopping up. And then I've got these guys, if I can grab them. 2 more that I'm going to be chopping up here. Everyone watch her videos and shorts and give a thumbs up to help the algorithm. Thank you, Cassidy. Eric, stop! Hi! I remember you. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. At least I haven't seen you in the comments or the chat. Hello, hello. All right, you picked ankle. So I've heard a couple people mention ankle. You and Jalen mentioned ankle. So I said, what was it? Finger, wrist, rib, or ankle. I feel like I almost want to give you, well, I guess you guys have already voted, but yeah, of course I remember you. I remember your username. Because I wanted to say Eric, but I hadn't seen Erioch, like Erioch. Yes, I definitely remember you. I almost don't want to say it, but I feel like most of you guys have already voted. But I actually broke this bone while I was playing soccer. So it was not fun, but it happened. Jesse said rib. I just noticed you put a time frame on it. Hi, Dylan Thomas O'Boyle. I remember you. Remind me, are you in Ireland? Is that correct? If it is, if I'm correct, then it's like really late for you. All right, tofu block number 1. Almost done, guys. Okay, you're in Ireland. Remind me, is it Dublin? Is it Galway? Oh, I've had some Irish people in my chat in my live, so I'm not remembering off the top of my head if you said. But welcome back. Galway. Okay, nice. I always think of the Ed Sheeran song Galway Girl when I hear Galway. Wow, okay, so you're in Galway. It's currently like what, 8:30 or so for me here in Minneapolis, which means it's like 2 something in the morning for you, Dylan. Sounds like you're having a fun late night. Hey Hannah, do you know any dessert recipes that has chickpea flour? Off the top of my head, no, but I'm sure with just a quick Google search you could find one. And I'd love to incorporate chickpea flour into some dessert recipes because I am all about getting the protein in with your sweets. Like I recently did a black bean brownie recipe and I was like, I know this is a sweet treat. This is tons of sugar, whatever, but at least I'm getting some black beans with this dessert, okay? 2:30 in the morning. Oh my gosh. Wow, Dylan. Well then like good morning. Good very very early morning to you. Hope you're doing good. Although you're saying you have insomnia. Oh no. Americans are so loud. That is so funny. So I feel like anytime I've been in the UK or Europe and like English speakers have heard me, they've complimented, they like the American accent. But I do agree that I think Americans tend to be loud compared to like other places I've been, like out of the country. I've found that it was so easy for me to peg an American because they were, let's say like they just weren't dressed the most like chic and stylish. It was like fanny pack, big sunglasses, t-shirt, like crunchy shoes, and they were loud. Which is great, honestly, it's fine. Oh, Dylan, do you know what might be causing your insomnia? Like stress. I feel like for me actually, if I eat too much sugar during the day, I feel like the sugar actually can just keep me wide awake at night where I'm just like I would really like to fall asleep and I'm just laying there eyes wide open. LMAO, says Eric. I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Eric? Even though I've never seen Eric spelled that way, but I hope I'm saying that right. When I hear them in Galway City, I cringe. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So like, are they just talking really loud? Like, what are they talking about? When you've heard Americans, you know, speaking through the megaphone in Galway, what are they talking about? Is it the very like stereotypical like, oh my god, I'm so hungry, let's go to McDonald's? LOL, when I was younger, I've been told to quiet down. Now I'm told to speak up. I kind of prefer being a bit on the louder side. Like, I don't know. That's just, that's my preference. It's like, people are gonna hear you. People won't have to ask you to repeat things. But I can see how it can be off-putting. And I also think that there's a time and a place. Like, I think you just need to maybe, like read the situation. Like I'm not going to be super loud in a museum or in a library or in a public place where there's lots of people just trying to enjoy themselves. But I don't know, I think maybe like a work meeting, or if you're asked to speak in a setting just by yourself, of course you should like speak up. Pork chop sandwiches, hello. Hi. I am wearing, I hope you guys can see it. It was from the Hella Mega Tour 3 years ago. It's like a unicorn that's breathing flames and shredding the guitar. And then these were the three groups that played Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Weezer. This was like basically the three of them teamed up and then they went on tour and called it the Hella Mega Tour. And I was like, oh my God, I love all three of those bands, most of all Green Day. So my sister and I went to see them 3 summers ago in August 2021. It was worth every penny. Like Billy Joe Armstrong is nuts. That man is just like amped. He could have played all night. You said it right the first time, kind of like Iriok. Ooh. Iriok. Interesting. Oh my goodness, I've never seen that, like this spelling of Eric, or what I assume to be Eric, before. Iriok. Yes, my great great granddaddy is from Galway. That means I'm Irish. I say no, you're American. Pork chop sandwiches, 21 Guns. Yes, 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 yes. I love that one. I think they did play that. It's been 3 years, over 3 years now. So I don't remember every single song they played, but I mean, they just kept going and going and going. And I was like, you could tell, like on stage, they were just like sweating from all of the performing. It was wild. Hi, Daya. I'm just prepping some food. Also, did my oven thing? I think it did buzz, and I just forgot about it. I'm prepping some food for the weekend. I'm gonna throw my baked potatoes in the oven. So, for those of you who are new here, I prepped 3 potatoes. These are raw, uncooked. So I pierced them with some holes with like a fork, and then I coated them in olive oil and put some salt on them, wrapped them up, and now I'm gonna toss them in my oven to bake. Oh, that is hot. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to get ahead on my weekend because there's so much I want to get done, and I feel like I'm hungry all the time, and I'm just like, oh my God, do I have any food I can eat? It's rough. Don't get me wrong, I can. It will be really loud, but if I am in a conversation around yeah, I'm the same way, Ernest. Hi, Fractured Gamer. I hope you're having a good Friday. Are you making tamales? No, I don't think I've ever made tamales. I should, though. That's a great suggestion. Actually, let me write that down. I always keep notebooks just lying around my home because if I think of an idea, I best write it down or else I'll never remember it again. So I'm going to write down tamales as a recommended recipe. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Americans believe in freedom of speech and that we are a lot more reserved when it comes to speech in Europe. Ooh, that's super interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a thing here. Like, very important. Like, first, it's like first up in the Constitution or whatever. Like, your right to free speech. Like, you can pretty much say anything, which I love. It's like, I think that's how it should be, even when people are saying things that are not very nice. But yes, I do love freedom of speech. First Amendment, yes. Say it loud, say it proud. Freedom of speech. Okay, tofu block number 2. Oh my God, the poll is split. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna have to click on it. I haven't been watching it as much just because I'm a little more hands-on with this live, trying to get this stuff prepped. I wanted to hop on here onto YouTube Live earlier tonight because I feel like I've been hopping on so late. And it's also, like, Dylan, you were talking about insomnia, and I feel like another thing too that all the sleep doctors, all the wellness gurus say is like limit your screen time and limit the amount of light before bedtime. So as much as I love going live on YouTube later in the day, like in the evening, I feel like it does take me a bit longer to kind of doze off. Um, okay, I'm missing some. All right, Brandon's heading out. Awesome. I would like to volunteer. Hope you have a... Thank you so much, Brandon. Have a great evening. You kind of look like Gal Gadot. Ooh, I will take that compliment. I love Gal Gadot. She's fabulous. Thank you, Daya. You could be arrested here if you with certain speech that's protected. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm like a political science major, like big on civics, big on like US government and like constitutional stuff. So like I'm curious, like what could get you in trouble slash like arrested in Ireland? Like can you think of something if it's like suitable to put in the chat that would be yeah, that would get you arrested in Ireland. I'm so curious now. I love kind of hearing what's different in other countries. Yes, the phone I think does cause a lot of sleep issues. Yep, I'm so guilty of just scrolling like in bed. Like I should just be going to sleep and I just am looking at stuff on my screen. No caffeine within 3 hours before bed. I mean, yes. Actually, I'm pretty like strict about this, but I stop consuming caffeine at 12 p.m. noon. So I basically just limit my coffee intake, my caffeinated coffee intake to the morning hours. I'll be up around 4 a.m. tomorrow. Goodness, Jesse, what has got you waking up at 4 a.m. tomorrow? That is wicked early. Like, that's an hour that I have rarely seen in my life, in all 31 years of my life. I mean, it's probably just a handful of times that I've been up and up and at 'em at 4 a.m. Dear, are you going hunting tomorrow? All right. There is a time and place for decaffeinated drinks. The time is never, and the place is in the garbage bin. That's funny. I do like drinking decaf coffee. I don't get me wrong. I 100% prefer caffeinated. Actually, let me show you. I just 1 second. I'm hopping off the screen, but I'll be back. I was running low on my Nespresso pods, and so I just today got this amazing Nespresso package. So yeah, I ordered a ton of goodies being like Nespresso pods, so I'm gonna unbox those later. Okay. Oh, you're back. Happy Plays Games. Hi. Yes, ma'am. Okay, cool. Honestly, I respect hunting. Like, I don't have that skill set. I couldn't do it. I think I would get super sad. But like, I know people who are hunters, and it's like, it's impressive, honestly. It's a skill set. Like, being able to take down whatever it is you're hunting, go and retrieve it, and then undress it and prep it as a meal. Like, that's some labor. That's impressive. Hi, Cabby Plays Games. I just made a post. Oh my gosh, wait. You made a poll? Like on your channel? Is that what you mean? Okay, Dylan is telling us about Ireland. We have legislation called incitement to hatred. So if I say, for example, I hated someone. Oh, interesting. So like, yeah, you would get arrested if you said, I hate, and then blank, insert like name of a group. Interesting. So if you said this in public, you could get in trouble. Yeah, you definitely can say that in the United States. You can say you pretty much hate anyone. I think with the law, like I should know more about this, but I feel like there is a line that's drawn if it's like you're targeting, it's like incitement to violence or to attack someone specifically. Like I don't like you can't make like threatening, endangering comments about someone. I think that's where you can get into trouble here. But just simply saying how you feel, like if you hate, blank, insert whatever group of people, that's pretty much like your prerogative to say that. Gotta put food on the table. I get it. I understand. Grocery prices are high these days, so hey, go and get yourself some free meat out in the wilderness. Oh, funny. Dylan Thomas of Whale, yes, hate speech isn't allowed here in the States. You can be arrested for it. Yeah, I mean it depends on I think it depends on like what exactly you are saying. Exactly. You can't do that kind of stuff. You can't yell fire in a crowded movie theater either. I could use that as me hating you on. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Huh. So interesting. Yeah, I love like hearing about how other countries are different than the U.S. Because I think a lot of people don't realize like everything we're able to do here. Like I did a summer study abroad in Morocco over a decade ago now. And it was kind of a political science, like, we learned about their king and their government and just cultural stuff. And I remember talking to this group of Moroccan students who were at the local university where we were staying, and we were talking about free speech, and they're like, yeah, like we can talk about whatever we want. We just can't say anything bad about the king. And I was like, that doesn't really count. Because in the US, we can drag our president or whoever you want, basically any politician, through the mud. I mean, just look at Saturday Night Live, like all of the presidents that they have like mocked or impersonated for comedy. Like, I was like, you guys don't have free speech if you can't even criticize your own ruler. Come on. That's like, that kind of defeats the purpose. What is that you're cutting? I am cutting up some organic tofu, everyone's favorite. I know some of you might think it's weird. I love tofu, but I'm just prepping a bunch of tofu, like sous chef style. So I'm just gonna put this into my fridge once I'm all done and just have it at the ready. So then if I want to like whip up a quick tofu scramble for breakfast with like garlic, olive oil, whatever, it's just ready to go. Yes, Jesse, hunting is, I'm sure, way healthier than all the processed meat because it's just there was no like handling or like any other interference with the meat. NYC is a global hub. Yes, indeed it is. I love New York City. Fracture Gamer, you aren't allowed to use vulgar language in front of children in front of a cop here either. They'll arrest you for disorderly conduct. Yep. I noticed you dice the tofu in cubes and lengthwise slices. Yeah, I'm kind of just going with like, I could have just used a food processor to like crumble this down. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this as small as I can, but doesn't have to be any particular shape. I'm just trying to get it pretty small. Disorderly conduct is different. We have disorderly conduct here as well. It's called public order. It tastes better too, says Jesse. I'm sure. Yeah, like I feel like anything that you hunted yourself would just put all of the grocery store and restaurant meats to shame because it would be so fresh. All right, I'm good at cooking. Guess what? I can cook only. I guess steak, says Fractured Gamer. Maybe. Guess what? I can cook only. I don't know. I'm leaning towards something on the simpler side of life, like an egg. I would guess an egg. I wish I could get moose here in Maryland. Well, come on over to Minnesota. We got moose. What was wrapped in foil? It was 3 potatoes, 3 whole uncooked potatoes that I cleaned off and covered in olive oil and sprinkled with salt, and then just threw them into the oven. So those are baking away, and they've got 57 minutes left. I can only make mac and cheese in a little cup. Hey, that's better than nothing. You can just learn from there. Let's see. Bear is yummy too. It has a sweet taste. Interesting. I've never had bear. I would say I've eaten, because I grew up eating everything, no restrictions. I had most meats growing up. We ate chicken, pork, we ate beef, turkey, and then, you know, all of those, like, what do you call it? Like those deli meats that are kind of like salami and pastrami, roast beef I really liked. Wisconsin has been seeing some moose too. Okay. I actually am not surprised by that. I'm sure some of them wander over from Minnesota. I started cooking when I was 4 years old. Nice. Has anyone ever had rabbit? I have not had rabbit. I think my mom grew up eating rabbit. Like, in her household, they would have game meat. But no, we pretty much, in my household growing up, we stuck to kind of the normal, what I would call normal meats. We never had any deer. We never had, like, venison. Gosh, what else? What are some other weird ones? Pheasant. We never had pheasant. I don't know if you can eat quail. I know people eat quail eggs, but I don't know about, like, the actual quail. Oh, squirrel. Oh my gosh, yes. Just not clowns, they taste funny. Rabbit and squirrel is yummy too. You should wander over from Minnesota. So, Jesse, wait, are you in Wisconsin? Sounds like you're in Wisconsin. Or did you say Maryland earlier? Now I'm getting confused. Because Wisconsin came up. Who said Maryland? No, Ernest said Maryland. So, Jesse, it sounds like you're in Wisconsin? Question mark? Alrighty. Has anyone ever had whale? Oh, I could never eat whale. Oof. No. No, thank you. Yes, Cheesehead State. Go Pack-O. Yes, okay. I feel like I'm remembering a previous discussion we had about the Packers and Lambeau Field and Cheeseheads. Excellent. Wisconsin. Good old Wisconsin. Yes, I have, and also had seal. Wow. Isn't there a brand called Maryland? I don't know. My other American people in the chat are going to have to chime in, because I haven't heard of a brand called Maryland. Ernest, what does a whale taste like? I know, I'm curious. A Twinkie chicken. I actually once tried alligator at the Minnesota State Fair, and it, to me, tasted like very chewy chicken. I remember thinking it was a little weird that it was an alligator, but if you hadn't told me, I just would have thought it was maybe some overdone chicken. Alligator is yummy. They're honestly so cute. Alligator jerky. Whoa, I've never seen alligator jerky before. Wild boar. I haven't had it in almost 30 years. I remember I didn't care for it though. Okay. Alright, almost done with tofu block number 2. They have it here in Arkansas. Cougar. What? Where on earth did you get cougar, Jesse? That's crazy. Okay. Now I'm curious to see how the votes have spread out. Finger is 35%, ankle is 26%, and then it's split between wrist and rib. Ooh, and we're at the 1 hour mark already. This went so fast. I'm guessing you broke a rib. Okay. Well, since we've made it to the 1 hour mark, I'm gonna close the poll in just a few seconds. So any last minute people, get your vote in because I'm about to close it. People taste like pork. Ew. I never want to find out. Okay. End poll. So you guys, most of you, well, not most of you, but the most popular answer was finger, which is correct. I broke my finger, of all things, playing soccer. It was very annoying. Yeah, not fun. Hey, I was on your live a week ago and I was talking about how I'm moving from West Virginia and I was moving to Scotland, but I finally moved to Scotland. Whoa! Riley, I remember you, totally. So tell me everything. Tell us everything about Scotland. Where in Scotland did you move to? I want to go to Scotland so bad. I mean, that is so exciting. And also, too, I feel like a move like that, going from like the US all the way across the Atlantic to Scotland, I can't even imagine making a move like that. I don't remember if I asked you, Riley, but what was it that brought you to Scotland? Like, for what reason did you move over there? I said ankle. Okay. Sorry, Fractured Gamer. You got it wrong. Were you a goalie? I was not a goalie. I was striker. How did I break my finger? It was so dumb. It was actually during soccer tryouts, and we were just messing around, biding our time before like the actual tryouts began. And I wasn't a goalie, so I shouldn't have been doing this. But someone, like one of the girls trying out and we were just punting the ball back and forth to each other, and I definitely like paid the price for just goofing off because the girl who I was punting the ball with, she punted it to me and I reached up and it bent back one of my fingers just backward, like at the joint, like when your fingers go like this, it bent it the other way. It was so painful. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Yeah, it was not fun. And it was, of course, because I was doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing. Thank you, Jessie. She tried to catch the ball in a game. LMAO. Yeah, it was so bad. Ugh. Yeah, not fun. So I learned my lesson. I didn't goof off anymore. I paid the price. Those choices were so deceptive. Yeah, I was thinking like how I could, I don't know. I was thinking about what bone, like I was thinking of putting collarbone and nose, and I was like, well, nose isn't even, that's like mostly cartilage. But yeah, I was thinking some bone breaks would seem like very catastrophic and dramatic. In Gaelic football, it's like soccer, but you can use your hands to pick up the ball. Mm-hmm. Yes. Ouch, I broke my collarbone back in 2003. Ooh, that one is one that just, it's so like front and center, and it's also really close to your lungs and your like all of these organs, like this part of the body, I would not want a broken bone near any of that stuff. So that would be really stressful. I was so sure you broke your ankle. No, thank goodness. I have never broken my ankle. Knock on wood. Like, I never ever want to. It just sounds horrible. So Hannah Buttard. Oh, so subtle, Jessie. You're so subtle. I think that the cake is gonna be gone momentarily, so don't think that's gonna happen. My family has had a lot of meetups, and my parents said that we should just move there to not make it hard. But it's still kind of hard because dad's side is from Scotland. Oh gosh, yeah, okay, so then like one side of the family is still in the United States, Riley. Wow. That is quite the decision. Wow. So then I'm curious now too, like, so you're going over there now. It sounds permanent, like a permanent situation, to be closer to family. Are you gonna be pursuing citizenship in the UK then, Riley? And are you currently staying there as a guest or a visitor, but are you going to be like a kind of like a permanent resident there? The spine and head, if they get broken, it's hard. Yeah, oh, no, thank you. I don't want any of those traumatic injuries in my life. They can't immobilize that area, so all they did was put me in a sling and give me pain meds. Yep, that is what I have heard. Cut to your next live. So I broke my ankle, guys. No. Absolutely no. Well, I'm 5 hours away, so it can't be too soon. All right, Jessie. You're unrelenting. Riley, W. I was put in a halo for my spine. Oh my god. Whew. That just sounds brutal. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Nothing like I want my spine to be intact, like no remote injury or anything like that. We have a house in both places, so it's not hard, but okay, so it sounds like you're already kind of settled there already. No, I'm moving in July. Okay. Thank you, Jessie. Can you actually have a broken head? Probably like skull. It crossed my mind. Like people can fracture their skull in like a really, really bad injury. Do you have bone in your head? Yes, you definitely have bone in your head. There's like the mandible, which is your jaw. Like, you know, your chin that's all bone. And then your forehead, like it's basically like your skull, and then your jaw that goes, you know, there's like a hinge thing here. So yeah, I've heard of people like fracturing their skull, which is like big scary injury because that can obviously affect your brain. It's like saying dislocated neck. LOL. Ooh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to stay in one piece, guys. That's all I really want. I'm a New Yorker, so I'm technically a bonehead. Nice. All right, last one. Goodness. I always underestimate how long it takes to cut up tofu. You can dislocate your neck. I don't know. I've never heard of such a thing, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone or like had anyone in my circle of family and friends dislocate a neck, so I don't know. Well, I'm now at 60% correct in your polls. Hi, Gobble Bobble. What is this channel about, Hannah? It's mostly about food, so I like to prepare vegan and mostly gluten-free food. If you check out my channel, you'll see that it's it's like probably 80 to 90% vegan food episodes, just me preparing different foods like desserts, dinners, pancakes. But there's also some fitness content and also some personal, like, lifestyle content. Like, I always do a vlog on my birthday. So, lots of food, some fitness, and a little bit of personal, like, diary vlogs. Gobble Bobble, welcome to the live and to my channel. Great to have you here. Hi, Hannah, I remember you. Good to see you. Hello, hello. I think you can, Riley. I currently have a broken collarbone because I was laying on the street. I don't know why. Oh no. Someone ran over. What? That's terrible, Riley. I'm so sorry. Jeez. Like, it just sounds like ridiculous the way that it happened. This isn't paneer. This is, let me try to kind of show you the tofu box. But I'm cutting up this organic tofu. This is like the container. I just cut out the tofu. So I'm prepping some tofu so that I have it at the ready whenever I just want to fry some up and make a scramble for myself. And then I've got some baked potatoes in the oven, Hannah. 15% me hitting on Hannah, correct. You remember me, I was here when you made baked potatoes. Oh no, wait, I don't remember. I forgot about that. I didn't realize you were here when I made my baked potatoes last time. But yes, I remember you. Yes, it's hard to forget the other Hannahs because it's not every day I get to meet another Hannah. And I love the name Hannah, so it's very memorable. I thought it was cheese too. It could be cheese, honestly, because it's a bean curd. That's what tofu is. It's soybean curd. And I feel like this could definitely be like a, I think you could fool a lot of people into saying like, oh yeah, it's like a little cube of cheese. But this is what the whole bowl of tofu looks like now. So yeah, big old bowl of tofu. Do you usually prep things on Fridays? Not every Friday. I just wanted to get ahead on my weekend this time around because I've got so much that I want to accomplish in just 2 days. I feel like the weekend is so short and it goes so fast. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be just back to back to back doing different things, cleaning. I got to catch up on some chores and just put stuff away. And the last thing I want to be doing is like scrounging around looking for food. So I wanted to prep some stuff tonight, Hannah. I wonder how tofu would be deep fried. It's very good. I've had deep fried tofu. I love it. Hi, peace and joy. Oh my gosh, welcome. It's been ages since I saw you, peace and joy. This is so fun. Welcome back. Why does that look so satisfying? I don't know. I mean, it's like, I just love having this in my fridge. And so whenever I'm like, I feel like having a scramble, I just whip this out, take a nice scoop of it, and just put it into a skillet with some olive oil and some curry and salt and garlic. It's really good. Riley, I have a question. What is your favorite place and dream place to visit? I love this question, Riley, or these two questions, I guess. Thank you so much for asking. My favorite place in the world is Minnesota. I will never leave Minnesota. I will be the first one to say I think we're the best state in the US, but of course other people are gonna be like, absolutely not. So I love it here in Minnesota. I feel like my favorite place is kind of split between Minneapolis and then like Duluth. And Duluth is a northern town in Minnesota, a lot closer to Canada. It's a harbor town that sits right on Lake Superior. So it's just like lakefront views. You see ships coming in and out of the harbor from all over the world all the time. Just stunning, stunning place. So I would say like those two are kind of like, I love them equally, Minneapolis and Duluth, Minnesota. And then my dream place to visit. So I have been to quite a few countries. Let me say, yeah, like dream place, so like a place I haven't been to but really, really want to go to. It would either be Italy or Russia, one of those two. And I can't decide right now which one of those I want to go to more. Probably Italy. I feel like they'd be maybe a little bit friendlier to Americans at this point in time. Why does the weekend pass in a blink? I know. The weekend goes by in a blink, and then I feel like Monday through Friday, the work week, goes by very slow a lot of the time. And I'm like, you're telling me it's only Tuesday. It feels like I've been working for 5 days and it's only Tuesday. What kind of cheese is always lonely? Provolone. Oh, that's so cute. Also, thank you for putting in some jokes. I love when there's people dropping jokes in the chat. Um, yes, good catch up. It's been a minute. I know. Peace and joy for those of you here. Peace and joy was at my live streams when I was first doing my lives on a desktop computer, which I feel like just doesn't have the amount of traction as this mobile vertical format. And the way YouTube works is YouTube does not allow you to go live on a vertical, like in the format you're seeing now on a phone, until you hit 1,000 subscribers. So all that time, like, me going from like, I was like at 700 something and then 800, like on my climb up to 1,000 subscribers, I just would go live on my desktop. And I remember Peace and Joy would be in there all the time. So it's great to have you here in the mobile live. I don't know if I've seen you in one of my mobile lives yet, but great to have you. I love having tofu and miso soup. Yes. I also want to add that to my recipe idea list. It's just nice to have things at the ready. I also just keep a notepad on hand everywhere I go. So I'm gonna write down miso soup because that is an easy one to make. I love miso too. Non-dairy. Never leave again. Okay, I'll come to Minnesota, Hannah. Okay, Jesse, I've had this discussion with my sister and other people who are like Midwesterners. I feel like Minnesotans love Wisconsin or Wisconsinites, but like Wisconsinites don't love us as much back. I don't know if that's true. Like, what would you say Wisconsin people's perspective is on Minnesota? Because I love Wisconsin. We would always vacation there growing up. I want to move to Iowa. I really love Iowa. I know people are like, God, what is there to do in Iowa? But there's stuff. It's a great place. Haven't been to Minnesota, but my dad has to go to Minneapolis for work a lot. I hear it gets very, very cold, but it's beautiful. Yes. Hannah, we have the full range of temperatures here in Minnesota. We get all the way up into like 100 degrees plus Fahrenheit in the summertime, which is brutal. And then what else? And then in the winter times, we get into like the negative double digits, as cold as like minus 30, minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, so we really have like a true 4-season life up here. But winter does last a very long time. Sometimes it can be 6 or 7 months. So if you don't like winter, I would say it's probably not for you. I happen to love winter. It's just amazing. Italy is gorgeous. I know. I'm saving, honestly, I have refused to go to Italy. I could have gone several times, but I was like, you know what? I want to save Italy for a later point in time when I can take like a month or more to just like very casually and leisurely just go through all the cities I want to, like Florence, Siena, Milan, Rome, Cinque Terre, Naples, Pisa, like there's so like I'm a huge fan of like Renaissance art and architecture and like the Vatican, like that whole history is so interesting to me. Like there's so much to see in Italy. It's just such a bombshell of culture that I just cannot I could never do Italy like in a flash. I couldn't rush it. Italy during winter, Russia during summer. Ooh. I think during winter it wouldn't be as touristy and rough getting around in Italy. That's a good suggestion, Dylan. Do you know any Italian? Oh my gosh, do I? I feel like I do. Mostly just from like listening to I don't know if I do actually. I can read some Italian because I took Spanish for 3 years, and they come from the same language family. So I think I can read some Italian, but I don't know if I can actually speak it. No, probably be nothing beyond like an Italian menu where it's like bolognese and like dishes that everyone knows. I don't I don't know any Italian, no. I'm gonna have a long weekend. I have to work. Oh shoot. I'm sorry, Ernest. I've been to Italy and Russia. I travel a lot. I've been all around the world because I also travel not moved because of my religion. I travel with a group with a church. Oh, cool. Okay. I think that's cool. There's so many ways to travel. I love working weekends because I tend to like going out during the week. Oh boy, I cannot go out during the week. It would burn me so bad at work, Dylan. It's great to see your growth, and also Italy is great. I went there once and stayed almost 3 months, dude. That is amazing. That is like the dream. That is the dream. Is just no rush. Just soak it all in. Eat all the food. Like just oh, it's so beautiful there. Go see some soccer games. Go see Juventus and Milan, AC Milan, and yeah, Napoli. Just, I'm a huge fan. I'm like a soccer fanatic. So, like, Italy is a great place to go and see soccer. Yeah. Verona, Fair Verona. Where is it that Amal and George Clooney got married? Venice. Venice. I want to see Venice. Uh, yeah, it's like endless cities that I want to go and see in Italy. It's most probably because of the Vikings. Dude, Coraline, or however you spell it, in Iowa looks unreal. Ooh, I don't know what that is, Hannah. Dude, Coraline. Ooh. I'm gonna write that down. I'm intrigued now. Because I've been to Iowa more times than I can count. Dude, Cor de Aline. Okay. Do you like minestrone? It's okay. It's not like my go-to soup or pasta, I should say. Because isn't minestrone like a noodle? I know it is a soup, but I don't know if it's named after like a pasta piece. My dad would always pack his big puffer coats from Minnesota. Funny to see as someone from Charleston, South Carolina. I do enjoy cold though, yeah. Yes, you gotta come prepared if you're coming to Minnesota anytime between October, I would even say September and like May. Because we've had snow in May sometimes. As someone who didn't get to experience it much, I find it refreshing. I spent 4 days in Rome. Wow. Rome is so epic. What is it? The Eternal City, they call it. I've never experienced weather below 29 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't want to, then definitely don't come to Minnesota, Ariak. Que bonita. Thank you, Raphael. I'm working during the day in a few hours and working Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Wow. Dylan, remind me I don't remember if you said what you do for work, but that is some hard work there. That's a lot of work. I just found out I'm moving to West Virginia because of me going to WVU. Congratulations. I actually have been to that campus. It was very, very cool. I liked WVU. Congratulations. I think one of the places apart from Paris is one location that girls dream about. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Paris is so everyone knows it's the city of love. Hannah's asking, what do you do for work? I'm an auditor. I get to snoop around and see how government programs are performing. Beautiful winter night with temps around 20 and the snow blowing is the best feeling ever. I agree with you, Cassidy. Honestly, I really am a homebody. I love being at home. I love like being in the kitchen. I love making food. I love just reading, like curling up and reading a book with like a warm blanket and some coffee. And honestly, like winter is so conducive to that because I feel like in the summertime or the warmer months here, you see how beautiful it is outside and I feel kind of like guilty staying inside because I'm like, I have to get outside. It's so beautiful. But when it is like freezing outside, like below 32 degrees, sub-zero, and it's just like pretty miserable to be outside for an extended period of time. I love sitting inside and just watching the snow blow around and just like being cozy inside. It's such a great feeling. I love that feeling of like indoor cozy winter. I'm moving in July. Oh, I'm moving not in July. I'm moving in December. So 2 months. Goodness. I work in gambling on horse racing tracks. Whoa. That sounds really exciting, actually. I can't imagine that it ever gets like boring. I feel like that would be so entertaining, Dylan. Puerto Rico, says Jorge Leon. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. I hope all is well down in Puerto Rico. I love a fire and I think you can always warm up, but you can only cool off so much, so I would much prefer being cold. I'm the same exact way because in the summertime here, and it does get really hot, you're just outside, and I'm like in, a very light sleeveless top and shorts and sandals, and I'm still just getting cooked and just really sweaty and hot, and I'm like, there's literally nothing else I can do, and I'm still so hot. So yeah, I would take cold weather over super hot weather any day. I can't wait to go snowmobiling. Nice. I've never been, but I would love to go snowmobiling at some point. I love horses too, Dylan. Okay, this is on my like lifetime bucket list. Not anytime soon, but I would love to own horses at some point in my life. My mom grew up on a farm in a bit northern, like more north than where I am right now in Minneapolis, but she grew up here in Minnesota in a rural part of the state. And so she grew up riding horses, and they had dairy cattle or dairy cows, and I think chickens and maybe some other animals too. But she loves horses, and my dad loves horses too. So I feel like their love of horses definitely passed down to me, and I think it would be it's a lot of work. Don't get me wrong. I have no like rose-colored glasses on when it comes to the idea of horse ownership because of like all of the upkeep it takes to keep a horse like okay. But I really think it would be fun to have horses at some point. Um, Still hot there. Okay. Hola, hi, Jorge. Dylan, do you have to take care of the horses? I'll take you out, Hannah. It's a date. um, no, just accept bets on them. Got it. Interesting. Jesse, up in Alaska, we were crazy. We ride our snowmobiles across the lakes in the summer. Oh, that sounds really stressful. Not the smartest thing, but it's a crazy thing to do and fun. Yes. How's the weather out there? It's beautiful. Peace and joy. I mean, like right now, it is like prime autumn weather. It makes me like smile every time I go outside. I was just outside today, and it's just the most beautiful, bright fall colors. There's crimson, there's just neon yellow gold, dark brown, orange, burnt orange. It is so stunning. I was like, I'm so glad I live in a place that has this beautiful autumn color foliage. How is the weather out there? Okay, answered that. Chris, come to Canada. We got lots of cold. I love Canada, Chris. And I can't wait to get back. I don't know when I'll get back to Canada, but I've been a few times in my life. And I have seriously considered, not now, but like as a future wish list item, I would seriously consider having property up in Canada, like a lake house or a cabin, just because I love the climate up there. I love the people up there. Yeah, everything about Canada I love, pretty much. And you guys have really cold weather because all of you are more north than we are. And Minnesota gets some wicked winter weather, but you guys are way farther north than we are, especially if you're like, closer up to the Arctic Circle. So everything about Canada is so appealing to me. You guys also have healthcare, universal healthcare. Some of my favorite memories are around the fireplace when temperatures were crazy cold. Yeah, same, 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 same. That comment you made, Cassidy, is reminding me of Duluth, Minnesota, which is 3 hours by car north of where I am, the city on Lake Superior. And it's so brutal up there in the winter time. It's so cold. But I go up there, multiple times a year, definitely around like Christmas and New Year's. And I stay with my uncle who lives up there, and we play just card games forever and ever for hours, and we just drink coffee or cocoa or fizzy drinks, and it's just the best because you're not missing out on anything outside because it's freezing and you're gonna get frostbite if you linger outside for too long. So it's just like, well, I guess we just gotta be cozy inside. And he has a fireplace and he decorates like beautifully. So it's so wonderful being inside when it's cold. We do that in Wisconsin when the lakes have open spots. Not great. Hi, Sage. No, Sage. Thank you for being wholesome and positive. Thank you so much. That is kind of you to say. I just try to keep it normal and positive and fun in the chats. It's currently snowing in Scotland. What? Oh my gosh, as I write poems watching your live, wait, that is the coolest thing ever. How, like, that's so, like, almost like dark gothic academia in a way. Like, oh my gosh, you're in the old world, writing poetry in watching the snowfall. That's so cool, Riley. I love that. Yes, Hannah, so we border Canada. Gosh, I should know this. What do we? I think we border. Is it Ontario? Yikes. Um, I'll have to come back to you on that, Hannah, but I'm embarrassingly bad at Canadian provinces. Like, of course I know all 50 US states because I live here. But I could not tell you the number of Canadian provinces. Like, I would guess maybe like 15 or 20. Chris, you can correct me. But yes, I don't know. I don't know what Canadian province we border to the south. Free drugs too. Universal healthcare has its downsides as well. 100%. Yes. Have you been to Canada? Canada. I've been to Canada. I don't know about Canada, but I have been to Canada. I've been to Thunder Bay. I've been to, it starts with a W, Winnipeg. And I think I've been to Toronto, I want to say. Me, question mark. No, Sage. I experienced the coldest temperatures I've ever experienced trucking in Minnesota last winter. Yep, minus 16. Ooh, yeah. If you're from Texas and you have to come up here and it's minus 16, that's gonna be like not fun. I was walking around with a friend of mine who was up visiting from Louisiana, and she's like, this is so cold. And it was maybe like 40 degrees. And I'm like, this is not cold. Like, if you think this is cold, you definitely don't want to stick around for the winter. But yeah, even minus 16, no, Sage, that's not fun. Because I like to get outside and be active and just get fresh air every single day. But definitely the winter makes it a lot more challenging because you have to spend like an extra 5 to 10 minutes just putting on all the layers, wrapping your face, putting on, like, I double glove my hands or else they'll get too cold. So it's an inconvenience, but for me, at least, I find winter to be worth the inconvenience because I love everything about it. No, Hannah. Sadly, I've never seen snow like in real life. What? No. You have to. Me too, Jesse. I'm waiting for our first snowfall. We had snow, our first snow last year. It was like midnight the day before Halloween. It was the 30th of October. And my sister and I were staying up super, super late, as we do. And we just were watching the snow come down from her place. And it was just, I was like, oh my God, watching the first snow come down, I want to like throw a party. It makes me so happy. Ariak, I hope you are someday able to see real life snow. We are stronger. Hi, I remember you. You're such a treasure. Thank you so much. I love having people come back. I have some people in the chat here who, like, I remember them, but it was from like a few lives ago, like a few weeks ago. I remember you. We are stronger. Hannah, Camille, peace and joy. Like, it's fun to have you guys come back, and I remember your usernames. Thank you for the support. We are stronger. Ernest Grass. Back at home in Arkansas, my siblings and I would make a snow fort in the backyard as tall as our two-story home. And I even stayed overnight in it. Temps were below zero outside and warm inside. Good for you. We were never able to do that level of construction with our snow forts, but we definitely would make like little igloos with the snow we had in our front yard and our backyard. I looked it up and it borders. Oh, you looked it up. And it borders Manitoba and Ontario. Okay, so I did say Ontario. I'm not completely ignorant. Oh, goodness. Ontario and Manitoba. 10 provinces and 3 territories. Ooh. I'm so intrigued. So there's provinces and territories. So I'm gonna need to do some research on. I just assumed they were all. So I guess what's the difference between province and territory? Golly, I need to brush up on my Canada knowledge if I'm thinking of buying property there one day. Yikes. I was in Toronto with President Obama. Wow. What an experience that must have been. Goodness. I've never experienced a negative temperature. Honestly, like I don't think that's a bad thing. I've probably never been below the teens, maybe 10 degrees, and that was just once in Chicago. Okay. I mean, some people just. I don't think it's a necessity as a person living their life. Like, if you can happily live or just, have your life in a place that's more moderate in temperature, that's fine, in my opinion. Minus 16 was a fun experience to be able to claim, I'm sure, back home in Texas. I'm sure they're like, you made it home? Like, you survived? Yeah, I'm sure people, when you told them that you were experiencing minus 16, they're like, yikes, that sounds horrible. Riley, I've currently been to 35 states and it is amazing. My favorite is definitely Texas. I love Buc-ee's. Sorry if I spelled that. I've heard okay, I follow content creators. One of them, she's amazing. Her name is Catherine Manning. She has a huge following. She's probably coming up on like 500,000 at this point. Amazing. I've been following her for years. She lives in the South, and I think she just moved to Texas from Alabama. And she was going on and on and on about Buc-ee's, and I was just laughing because I was like, we don't have Buc-ee's up here in Minnesota or anywhere. I've never seen a Buc-ee's like anywhere in the Midwest, like not in the Dakotas, not in Iowa, not in Wisconsin, not in Indiana. So I'm just like, what is Buc-ee's? Can someone tell me about this? But I think she was showing like a brisket sandwich or something from Buc-ee's and going on and on about it. So I know about Buc-ee's from Catherine Manning. Hi, the Chaz. Great to have you. I remember you. Yes, I'm glad I caught you. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I always sorry, I can't talk. I always mix up AK and what did I say? Arkansas? Ugh. AK equals Alaska. That is not the first time you've had to correct me. Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed. AK is Alaska. Is it AR or is it, this is so bad. Yikes, I look like the dumb American here, guys. AR is Arkansas? Goodness gracious. Are the territories like American territory? Oh, yes, yes, yes. My husband won't let us live my dream and move where there is snow because he's from Massachusetts and grew up on a hill and had nightmare. Oh my gosh. Yes, but in another life. The shoveling is really unfortunate. I would say, the biggest inconveniences of winter, in my opinion, are also, I think I've been like leaning into my tofu this whole time. But anyways, I would say shoveling the ice, definitely like black ice on the roads and slipping and falling on ice and like breaking something. And then frostbite and snow emergencies, which is when basically the city has declared like you have to move your car off of the streets and put it into a garage somewhere or remove it in some way because we're coming through with snowplows, and if you don't move your car, it'll get snowed in, and I think they can ticket you as well if you don't move your car. So yes, winter is quite a handful. Hannah loves Buc-ee's. I'm a Buc-ee's anti-fan. Their advertising bugs me. Okay, okay, this is interesting to hear. So is Buc-ee's, for those of you who know, and it sounds like no sage, like you have it in Texas, is Buc-ee's like in the southern part of the US? Because the content creator I was talking about, Catherine Manning, I think she had talked about Buc-ee's when she was still in Alabama, so I'm curious. I do like Quick Trip. We have Quick Trip here in the Midwest, no sage. Territories, Yukon, Nunavut, and the Northwest. Ooh. Is it a straunt? Guessing you're talking about Buc-ee's. Almost 10 years ago, it was -20 in Chicago. Oh my gosh, crazy. Buc-ee's food and merch is actually so good. I love their iced coffee bar. Oh my gosh, iced coffee. Oh, heaven. Heaven, heaven, heaven. Buc-ee's like McDonald's. AR is Arkansas. God, thanks, guys. Oh my gosh, yikes. Leaning on my tofu. Yeah, I think I was pressing my tofu with my concert tea. Hella mega tofu. Buc-ee's is a rare find. It started in Texas and is starting to spread to other states. I hope we get Buc-ee's up here. I mean, it's a far cry from Texas, but like, you never know. I just would love to experience it. I know my Buc-ee's facts. Yeah, you do, apparently. Um, Leaning on my tofu. That's funny. Yes, a popular vegan hymn. I do lean on my tofu. Not literally, but I love my tofu for my protein. I wish everyone could experience oops, the chat jumped. I wish everyone could experience a Christmas Eve with snow falling. The neighborhood is all lit. I know, I know. This is the way that I grew up. I grew up with all the Christmas lights and the Christmas tree and like the little animatronic like reindeer in your front yard and like the Santa Claus. I think at some point we would have had a Santa Claus like blow up thing for the front yard, one of those just like suburban like decoration things going on in the front yard. Displays, Christmas displays, I think is what they call them. Yeah, with the snow, like I love when the snow falls onto the lighting like that you've put on your fences and on your roof because it just like then you have the color that's like glowing through the snow on top of it. It's so beautiful. Hi, you already know. Welcome back. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Friday night. I had that too, LOL. We had one of our orders go to AK this week and we thought it was Arkansas. Yeah, I feel like, I think it's the A states that really throw me for a loop because there's AL for Alabama, but I think like based on the spelling, like with Alaska, it's also AL. So I would have guessed AL is Alaska. AK is oh my god, it's just, yeah, I get all turned around. AK Arkansas. State abbreviations, goodness. So what do they serve in a Buc-ee's? What are you doing on Halloween? So for Halloween, I am planning on handing out candy to the cute little children. And I think the day before Halloween, there's this really cute, it's like an animal shelter. And I went to this last year, but they host this kind of like Halloween event where you can bring your pet in costume. And there's an obstacle course and a photo shoot. It's very like cute and like very like G-rated Halloween kind of thing. but they encourage the pet owners to come in costume, dress up your dog, and then they hand out like treats for the dogs. I think they also hand out candy and stuff for the pet owners. So I'm going to a little pet Halloween thing, which should be fun. Am I crazy or does sorry guys, I'm like zooming in and out of focus as I click on the chat. Am I crazy or does snow have a smell to it? I think it does have a smell to it. Yes. I don't think you're crazy, no Sage. I really love how the air smells when it's snowing. Yeah. I can think of like the smell just standing here. May I ask how old you are? So I sometimes tell people to go to my channel because I always do birthday vlogs for whenever I turn a birthday. But I'm 31. I turned 31 just this last month on Friday the 13th. So yes, I'm loving my 30s so far. Anyone who's coming up on their 30s and they're like, oh my God, I'm so sad. I'm like, honestly, I've loved my 30s so far. Highly recommend to everyone. She doesn't really have an age because she's AI. Rude. I always mix up AZ and AR. Arizona and ooh, yeah. Yeah, I struggle. Sir Johnny of Bravo, hi. We've got another UK. Well, ooh, I shouldn't. Ooh, yikes. Sorry. I don't know if our Irishman is still here. But Dylan, we had an Irish person, Dylan Thomas O'Boyle. I was about to say we got another UK person in the house, but sorry, Dylan. You probably don't appreciate that. But hello, Sir Johnny of Bravo. Great to have you here. I'm doing great. It must be really, really early for you. Like, I never know the time because I'm so reluctant to fiddle around on my phone. But let me just try. It's already 9:40. You're kidding me. That's crazy. So it's 9:40 here, which means it has to be like 3:40 in the morning for you, Sir Johnny of Bravo. That's crazy. I may be born in Scotland, but I study a lot in the library because I don't want to offend other people that I don't know English or get offended easily. I think that's time well spent, Riley. Alrighty. Okay. In-house products too. Will I be dressing up? I haven't decided if I'm going to dress up for Halloween. I was just thinking about that today. If I want to make the effort to dress up as something. I'm leaning no at this point, but I don't know. It is my favorite holiday, you guys. I love Halloween so much. So, yeah. TBD. Maybe I will. I think it'd be fun to like show you guys my costume. If I decide to go the costume route this year, I don't think it would be anything too elaborate. So the jury is out on costume. Sorry, I'm just trying to finish off this tofu. I actually think a food processor would have been way more time efficient than chopping, but here we are. Oh, neat. Ernest Grass. The absolute coolest costumes I saw on Halloween was a woman dressed up as a nurse from Silent Hill. Oh my gosh. Scary. America is such a great country as you could have Christmas with snow in the north or 75 and beach. Yes. Yeah, totally. I know. It's so interesting. My aunt and uncle live in Scottsdale, Arizona. And for those of you, I'm sure like most of you, but I'm talking to my people who aren't in the United States in this live. But, Arizona is like right down south, like by Mexico. And my aunt and uncle have sent photos of Christmas in Arizona. And it's like this cactus, just like desert, they have their desert plants and then they put Christmas lights around them. And I'm like, to me, this is so like, I can't imagine having Christmas without snow. But of course, I grew up here and they love being down in the warm climate. Oh, I will actually check out your regular videos. I need to. I've only been here for lives. Wow, you have great skin. As an esthetician, keep doing what you're doing. I'm 29, so thanks for the positivity. Okay, amazing. Yeah, honestly, like I remember being 29, Hannah, and I was like, oh, like I was feeling like sentimental. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna leave my 20. Like my 20s are over. Like I won't get to be a 20 something ever again in my life. But also too, I was just like, it's a new decade too to look forward to. So I just really I like it so far. And also, thank you so much for complimenting my skin. I don't do much with my skin. I have like a moisturizer I do every evening. I try to drink a lot of water. I try to stay away from like really, really sugary food all the time. No fried foods. I mean, I indulge in stuff now and then, but it's just like I notice it now when if I indulge in a lot of like junk food, I just get massive breakouts in on my skin. I feel like my skin is way more sensitive. Oh no, Dylan, I'm so sorry. This is so bad. I should not group you all together because, like, I know, like, Irish people would not be cool with, like, no, we're not part of the UK. Um, so, yikes. That is my bad, Dylan. I apologize. Sir Johnny of Bravo, I know, agreed. Great username. Are you a computer programmer? Your capitalization makes me think so. Hi, Joseph. Yes, yes, from St. Louis. What you gonna be for Halloween? I haven't decided yet, but I welcome any suggestions for Halloween costumes. Hi, Miguel. Welcome, welcome. What you doing with the tofu? Great question. So I basically am just like sous chef prepping this tofu to have at the ready. So I've got this big old bowl of tofu, and what I like to do is just like say for breakfast, like tomorrow, like I'll wake up and I'll probably just take this bowl out of my fridge and, scoop out a chunk, like a portion of this tofu into a skillet and then just fry it up. So I don't make it all at once because, to be honest, I kind of don't like food that's been prepared and then just sitting in my fridge for days and days and days. So instead of making it all in one fell swoop, I do like half of the work ahead of time. So this is all prepped for me to just throw into a frying pan or a skillet with some oil and some herbs and salt and pepper. So yeah, this is just plain prepped tofu. Okay, I say I'm 29, but I guess I'm just super prepared for it. I'm actually 28, turning 29 in December. Oh, your December birthday. Awesome. You probably help your skin through your diet. I'm trying. I really I don't even, this might sound ridiculous, but my longest term goal is to live until I'm like 120. I was actually looking up the world record for the longest living woman ever, and I think she lived to be like 122 or something like over 120. She lived in France, like was born in the 1800s, so it's not like she's like some modern lady or was. So I'm just like, if I can just have good habits and try to just eat a pretty clean diet for, my young years and then onward, like hopefully at the very least, even if I don't make it to 120 years old, I would love to be like a very active, comfortable, pretty like decently mobile, like 90 plus year old. That is the goal. I have to go. Oh my gosh, bye Riley. It's so fun seeing you. Yes. Yes. Come back whenever you want. I'm probably gonna go live either tomorrow or like Monday. Dylan Thomas of Will. Neither are a lot of Scottish. Ooh, Doja Cat for Halloween. That's funny. You could be an angel. Angel is so easy. I honestly I have a great sweater that would be so. It's very like. It just is like a very good like holiday time knitted white kind of glittery sweater, and then all you have to do is just put a halo on your head. I'm a November baby. Oh, when is your birthday, Jesse? It's coming up. Yeah, Sir Johnny Bro, this is a lot of tofu. Like, you could take out a small animal with this amount of tofu. Like, yeah. It's a lot of plant protein. So I'm gonna get a cover on this. And then also, before I forget, I heard my timer go off for my baked potatoes. So I'm gonna get those out of the oven. Ooh. All right, so let's put this in the fridge. Also, I was showing people earlier, but for those of you who are new, I made a pumpkin spice cake a few days ago, and look at the work I've done. Don't worry, I haven't eaten all of this myself, but I made this for my 1,000 subscriber special. Very overdue for it because I'm like well past the 1,000 mark now, but I just wanted to get it done. And so I have been like pawning this off on my family. I'm like, will you take another slice? Like, I don't want to have to just trash this cake after working so hard on it. So yeah, there's a little bit left. Okay, and now I'm going to grab the potatoes. So got my oven mitt. All right, so the potatoes are done, and then I'll probably just chop up a few veggies I've got over here to the side, but let me catch up on your comments because I've been looking away. Okay, so I was last reading Sir Johnny Bravo's comment. Damn, that's a lot of tofu. Yes, it was 3 packages of tofu. Yes, Ernest, that's exactly what I do with tofu. I basically scramble it with like curry, turmeric, garlic powder, olive oil. It's great. Yes, and she smoked till her, oh wait, I must have missed something. Yes, and she smoked till her 90s. December birthday, awesome. Tell that to the kids who get fewer presents. I know. I feel like if I was an early December birthday, I would be okay with that. Because it's like, if you're December 2nd or December 4th, I feel like that would be harder to lump together with Christmas because it's at the end of the month. But my sister has a very good friend, one of her best friends from college, and this friend is a Christmas Eve baby, and she doesn't really like it because it really gets so overshadowed with like arguably for a lot of people like the biggest holiday of the year. So I see what you're saying, No Sage. I love having my birthday in December. 12/19. Yeah, easy for me to say because my birthday is nowhere near the holiday season, but I feel like I would like having a winter and especially like a Christmas time birthday. She doesn't have to try hard. She already is. The 18th of November yeah, okay. I like to make note of people's birthdays who tell me, like Brandon, who was here earlier, had his birthday on Thursday this week, just yesterday. So, Jesse, you are November 18th. Cool. Could be a big piece of tofu for Halloween. That would be, and I'm saying this as like a very like happy, proud vegan person, but honestly, that would be the saddest Halloween costume. Like I can just see people like I can see their facial reactions to me saying like, "Well, what are you? Are you a piece of paper or are you a I don't even know." Like that would be so dorky. Are you live streaming over the weekend? I'm planning to live stream a bit on, I think tomorrow actually. And I feel like, okay, while there's some people here, I asked this a long time ago and I feel like I'm still trying to figure out what days work best for people. Like I want to kind of come out with a schedule of lives when people can expect me to go on rather than just kind of like, oh, she's on, like surprise. But yeah, like what days of the week/weekend would you all prefer? Like, if you have a preferred day. Because I kind of have gone live, I would say most days, and I don't know, I'm kind of like unsure which are the best. Since you want to live till 120, do you know about Brian Johnson? No, I don't, Ariok. You could take out an animal with this amount of tofu. It kind of defeats the purpose of veganism. Yes, I know. I wouldn't, but I'm just saying, like, that is like the size of a brick, basically, or the weight of a brick. You need a new oven mitt, young lady. I know, Ernest, it is a very old oven mitt, and I actually have like almost burned myself, like taking stuff out of the oven because the fabric is so worn down that it's like not fully protecting my hand in the glove or in the mitt. This Christmas, would you give us a sneak peek of the presents food? Yes, of course. I'm really going back and forth with Vlogmas. I kind of don't want to do the every single day of posting Vlogmas this year because it is so much work, and I feel like it would be more efficient as far as like engaging with people and growing my channel to just be live every day instead of filming something every day. So I'm still kind of mulling over exactly how I want to do Vlogmas this year. I was meant to be born on Christmas, but I was induced. Whoa, that's interesting, Hannah. Cream of tartar vegan. Ooh, I don't know, but let me write that down. Cream of tartar. Wednesday nights sounds super okay. I do like Wednesdays as well. My pup has to eat and walk. I will see you soon. Okay, sounds great. Yes. Usually available evenings, so if I see you, I'll pop on and catch you. Okay, thank you so much, Hannah. Have a great weekend as well. Great to have you back here. Love having my return viewers. Sunday evenings would be best for me to join streams for what it's worth. Okay, yeah. Like, I was initially doing Sunday evenings, but I wasn't sure how that would work for everyone else. So, okay. Whatever day you go live is good for me. I look forward to your lives. Okay, thank you, Ernest. Ever heard of Earthling Ed? No, I haven't. I haven't. Back to the Future. Hello. So you're saying Mondays, Wednesdays. Oh, sorry, guys. Fridays and Sundays. Okay, since you're taking note of people's birthdays, October 21st is Doja Cat's birthday. Very nice. Also, that's like, what, next week? What day is it today? The 18th. Okay, yeah, 4 days. Doja Cat is really cool. So, I don't know if I'll go as Doja Cat for Halloween, but, I'm gonna think on it, guys. There's so much going on. I feel like I have so many ideas and so many plans for YouTube and other stuff as well, like in my life. And there's just the old saying, like, there's just never enough time, is so true. It's so cliche and so true. Oh my gosh, that would be so rude. Sir Johnny Bravo, if I gave out small pieces of tofu for Halloween. Oh my gosh, how mean would that be? No 8CE. I actually don't talk about my romantic relationships or my relationship status on my lives. So I don't talk about marriage status. He's a really cool guy who promotes veganism, and he's really good at debating in a pleasant and convincing way. That is my favorite way to debate, when it's civil and based on facts, like rational, reasoned. Okay, very cool. Very cool. People still act like he's a jerk though, which gets me heated, TBH. Please don't do Vlogmas and make it stressful. Pick up the camera when you feel like it, as so many people get burnt out doing it. Yeah, I would say honestly, Cassidy, like each of the last 3 times I've done Vlogmas, there was a point where I was like, this, like, I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna do all 25 days, but like, it's just, I feel like it starts off really fun, and then it slowly transitions to like, oh, this kind of feels like a chore now because I'm stressed, I'm worried about getting things done on time. It kind of feels like obligatory, like I have to find another, like, holiday Christmas activity to do and film. So yes, it can kind of just take over and almost take the fun out of holiday activities, because you're just thinking like, oh my god, all I think about is posting. So, oh my gosh, silly little guy, welcome back. Yes, bring back the jokes, bring back the one-liners. We appreciate your humor. I'm doing well today. Back to the Future. It was a good Friday, pretty low-key. How about your Friday? I could go with Samara from The Ring. She is terrifying. I was considering watching The Ring again, and I was like, no. I saw that when I was in middle school, and it was creepy and icky. I don't think I'm gonna rewatch it. I get notifications when you go live, so whenever you go live, I'll try to be the first one. I love that, Jesse. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not currently an organ donor, but I'd love to give you my heart. Oh man, love it. Oh goodness. Hey B, welcome, welcome. No Sage, I never get live notifications when even when I click the bell. How interesting. Yeah, I'm not the best at knowing all the settings. So yeah, I guess it's kind of like I always go live in the evenings, and I think we might be the same time zone. No Sage, if you're in Texas, I think we tend to fall into the Central Standard Time zone. Um, but yeah, evenings, but sometimes I can be on pretty late. Like I'll start sometimes at like 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m. Are you a dentist? My smile got brighter when I saw you. Hey, you. Good to see you, B. Again, Korean horror movie. Love Korean horror. Yes, me too. They do it so well. Did I drink enough water today? I don't think I did, unfortunately. I've got like, I had a water glass. Yeah, I have one over here. I would say I had like, maybe like 6 glasses of water or 6 cups of water today. But given that I run, like you have to get more than just the recommended 8 a day. So I definitely did not, unfortunately. So Brian Johnson is a billionaire who's dedicated himself to researching how to live as long as possible. What? Okay, I'm writing this down and gonna see what he's about. Tofu juice, lol. Were you laughing at me looking at this? Because I mean, yeah, this very well could be tofu juice on the bottom of my aluminum foil. That is so annoying. Add a girl. Thank you, B. Jokes aside, how are you? I'm doing great. I mean, just hanging out. Had a good week. It was a very busy week, so I'm happy that it's Friday. Um, Gosh, yeah, and I don't have a ton of things planned for the weekend because I was gonna go on a hike with some friends on Sunday, but I was like, oh my gosh, can we reschedule? Because I'm feeling just kind of burnt from this week. Like, it was just a lot of meetings and a lot of tasks that had to be done. Isn't Brian Johnson although the name of the lead singer? Maybe you will cook me some good food. Well, I don't know if you're going to have any of the food I'm making, but you can certainly watch me prep some food. I'm not really cooking anything. I'm more just prepping some ingredients for dishes I want to have. Like I'm cutting up this onion for some lentils, like a lentil dish I want to have at some point. And I find it's just nice to take some of the chopping steps out of the process. Just kind of get steps knocked out whenever I can. Thank you, Sir Johnny of Bravo. This was a concert t-shirt from 3 summers ago. It was the Hell Mega Tour, and it was these 3 groups that played: Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Weezer, and it was amazing. My sister and I had a great time. And my favorite band is Green Day, so I finally got to see them perform live, and they are phenomenal. And so are Weezer, and so are Fall Out Boy. This is my happy place after work. I love hearing comments like that. You're so sweet, Cassidy. Thank you so much. I love hanging out with all of you in my free time. They say nothing lasts forever. Let me see. We want to be my nothing. Oh, okay. Clever. I had to think about that one for a second. My wife always said if we have a daughter, she'd like to name her Hannah. I love my name. I strongly endorse the name Hannah. Having lived with the name Hannah for 31 years, I've told my parents this too. I love my name. I'm so glad that they picked Hannah. So, yes. Yes, no Sage, 100%. I support the name option, Hannah. I would never change my name. He's constantly having studies done on himself to measure his biological age. One of the biggest things he recommends is good extra virgin olive oil. Okay, got it. There's another guy. Wait, maybe I'm thinking of the same guy. I get advertisements for this guy everywhere on YouTube, and he has this company. He's like a 40-something-year-old tech bro, and he has this company called Blueprint, and he is like all about like living forever. So maybe I actually do know who Brian Johnson is because I specifically get this one guy. Yes, okay, we are thinking of the same person or talking about the same person. Thank you, B. Yes, I try to just have good energy on the lives and keep it positive. Positive and respectful. All right, so I'm gonna chop up this onion. I'm just gonna remove any little blemishes I see. I'm gonna grab a bowl and chop this up. I use hemp oil every day. I would like to meet you in person. Perhaps. I've seen YouTube creators do in-person meetups with their subs, and they look really fun. So I wouldn't say no. That's a possibility in the future. Can I show your profile to my friends to prove that angels really do exist? I mean, share as much as you want. I appreciate new people on my channel or, who find my content useful, entertaining, what have you. So you can share. Jokes aside, you can definitely share. I would like to invite you to my parties. I mean, I don't know where you're at, P. Diddy, but I do like parties. All right. Just gonna chop this up. I can't help but think that having an obsession with living forever like that guy is kind of sad and dark in a way. What beliefs or experiences lead to such an obsession? Yeah, I know. I think about this too. Like it might seem great to live forever, but honestly, like, I mean, there's even movies written about this. Like, I'm sure some of you have heard of the movie Tuck Everlasting, or there's another movie I can think of. Well, actually, it's funny because I'm watching Harry Potter right now, and Lord Voldemort's whole MO was like, I want to live forever. I'm going to split my soul and put it into Horcruxes, and then I'll live forever. And it's just kind of like, yeah, I mean, it's sad that we don't get to live forever, but at the same time, if you did, it just would kind of make everything not seem as special because you're like, well, there's no time expiration at any point of my life. Say no to P. Diddy, lol. Okay, where am I? I'm not even playing cards, but somehow I pulled a queen. All right. No, Sage, your knife gestures are frightening. Maybe that should inform your Halloween costume choice. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I could go as Michael Myers from Halloween, but I would never go. I think I prefer going as more like cutesy, feminine costumes. Not all the time, but I would say generally speaking. Young lady, you need to learn how to cut an onion. This is how I've always cut onions, and so far, everything I've made, I'm happy with. Hey, Cheyenne. Good to see you. Good to have you back. I remember you. You're so sweet. How is your Friday going, Cheyenne? And you're in Kentucky, correct, Cheyenne? Cutesy, feminine, Michelle Myers. That is funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the ultimate like task for Halloween. Like how can I fuse my desire for a cutesy feminine Halloween costume with Michael Myers? Oh, that's cracking me up. Thank you so much, and so are you. Good evening. Hi, Dylan. Hello. Welcome back. Um, I'm doing well, just having a pretty chill Friday night. How about you, Dylan? How was your week and how's your Friday? You have some habits while cutting them that make me nervous. So many people have said this. Like I cut apples in a way that stresses people out because when I was working in Germany and teaching English at a couple of schools, I was in the teacher's lounge and I was cutting up an apple and like one of the other teachers, he just was looking and he's like, "Please be careful." Like the last thing we want is one of our staff like cutting open her hand in the teacher's lounge. But I assure you, like I don't I feel like I don't slice food like recklessly. Like I am like I try to be very careful when I'm cutting because as some of you know, I've mentioned this earlier, I have like a very, very real fear of blood. Like I will like black out and faint at the sight of blood. So I have a very strong incentive to not cut myself because it just completely shakes me up. I really don't like it. Ooh, I'm seeing some chats come in. All right, give me 1 second while I get this onion in here. All right, we got little chunks. Okay, gonna catch up here. Cheyenne, my Friday is going great. Love it. How do your eyes not hurt? I knew someone was gonna ask this. Like, why are your eyes not bothered by onions? Because I'm literally like cutting up the onions. This is such a life hack. Not saying that like having contacts is a life hack, but for someone who cooks with a ton of onions, I've found out that actually I by wearing contact lenses on your eyes, I'm completely unaffected by the onion vapors like when you're cutting an onion. But also too, I've chopped onions when I've taken my contact lenses out and I'm just wearing my glasses and I'm like dying because it's like my eyes are just like stinging and watering. So it's amazing, but like I noticed this when I first started wearing contacts where I'm like, "Oh, they basically shield my eyes from the fumes of the onions that cause your eyes to burn and tear up." Wifey. Yes, I'm from Kentucky, but I live. Oh, okay, that's it. You live in Woodlawn, Tennessee. My Friday's going great. Pretty chill. I went for a run after work, and then I wanted to hop on here and just prep some food and chat with all of you. My favorites are the sexy versions of ridiculous costumes. Yes, I agree. Those are very funny. Sexy traffic cone. I can see that. Like I feel like I could put together a costume that would fit that description. Week was good, thanks. Was a busy Friday at work, but now just a quiet, chill evening. I honestly, if I'm gonna do something over the weekend, like if I'm trying to plan when to go out with friends or whoever, like I never would pick Friday because I feel like by the end of Friday, I'm so burned out from work that I'm like, please just like, I wanna be recovering, like get to bed early, get some good sleep, and then just kick off the weekend great on Saturday. So Friday evenings, I prefer to actually just be relaxing, low key at home. My mom was allergic to what? How? How can someone be allergic to blood when it's circulating through your veins? Cutting vegetables is the most satisfying feeling. I agree. Hi, Darren. I am doing great. Just chopping up some food. I agree with you about cutting onions. Yes, I'm glad your Friday's going great. Thank you, Cheyenne. I'd love to see you in your glasses. I don't have them here. Actually, I'm not supposed to wear glasses when I have my contacts in because my contact lens would then be like magnifying the lens of my. It's basically just really bad for your eye because it's like trying to figure out two lenses, one in front of the other. So, I don't know. I tend to not wear glasses much though. They're kind of a hassle. Especially when I'm out and about. Like I would never ever go running with my glasses because I would just worry about something like them falling off my face or I don't know. I like the security of contacts. Like they're just like on your eye rather than something that's sitting on your face. Fresh apple cider, popcorn, and a great movie. Yes. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to do that on Sunday now, Cassidy. That sounds like the perfect Sunday. LMAOB. Fun fact, the vapors from onions, when they mix with your tears, makes a very diluted form of acid. Ooh, no wonder it's so painful. Yikes. Oh, and thank you for the reminder, Freshly Wild, no politics. That's not why I cry. Yes. I love onions so much, and I love that they don't cause me pain in terms of my eyes watering up now that I wear contacts. Yeah, actually just today I was deliberating whether I would ever get LASIK eye surgery. I've had so many people, like my boss at work, an old coworker years ago, so many, even Taylor Swift, she posted videos on her Instagram of her like post LASIK surgery, and so many people are like, oh my God, it's amazing. You never again have to hassle with it's like in the morning you have to put something on your eye, and then at the end of the day you always have to put something or take it off. And just like traveling, like flying on a plane is kind of a pain because, yeah. So I don't know. I'm kind of unsure about LASIK eye surgery because I would love the convenience, but I also kind of like having glasses. So I don't know. Kind of just waiting it out. Ooh, it's the end of Harry Potter 6, I believe. They're in the really scary cave, Dumbledore and Harry, and they're trying to recover a Horcrux. All right. Hi, Brayden. Or no onions, Rockstar Baller. Please. Sir Johnny Bravo, forgot to mention this tune, Shut Down at Night, for when you go on your run, because you mentioned that Calvin Harris tune. Okay, let me write this down. Shut Down at Night. At night. Thank you. I've written it down, Sir Johnny Bravo. I will give it a listen. You can still wear glasses. I know. That is true. Please, we need to accumulate more followers to go on strike next year. I should wear glasses, but when I wear them, for some reason, my neck starts to hurt really bad. Ooh, I don't know what that would be caused by. Huh. I've never heard of that reaction to glasses. It's funny because there actually was a girl I remember at my high school, and she loved the look of glasses even though she didn't need them. And she would just wear like non-prescription, non-corrective lens glasses to school because she just thought it was like a really cute look. Those must be some heavy glasses. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's some haunted houses. I'm reading Freshly Wild's comment. I know the haunted houses where you have to like sign a waiver, basically signing away your rights, and they can like do whatever they want. But yeah, I don't know about other cases because I feel like if you didn't sign a waiver, then you would have the right to sue if something happened. Just gonna take off the outer layer here. Okay. Jason King is asking what I'm making. I'm actually just doing a lot of prep work. So I finished 3 baked potatoes. Those are behind me. I think you can kind of see them over there. They're wrapped still. So I made 3 baked potatoes, and now I'm actually just kind of prepping some veggies so that, I don't know, so that they're basically just ready when I want to make the actual dish this weekend. I have a pretty busy weekend ahead of me. It's not that I'm doing a ton, it's just there's a lot of like film editing that I want to get knocked out, and some chores I'm behind on. So I'm just trying to like do as much of the recipe steps and food prep as I possibly can, and then just make the dishes at some point, probably like tomorrow afternoon, probably Sunday as well. Made vegan fish. Ooh. Okay. Hi, Dr. Leo. I remember you. How would you make beer battered onion rings? Actually, that's on my recipe list. So stay tuned. I will be making onion rings at some point. I actually planned to do it in September around the state fair as like a carnival food themed recipe, but I just didn't have time for it. So I will make onion rings. Don't you worry. I'm glad I haven't seen any sage in this culinary stream. I'm very strict about this. No sage. Well, you're welcome. I think I've like cooked with sage before, but it's not, I don't know, it's something I don't really use that often. Okay, so the onion is chopped. I'm gonna put this into my fridge with the tofu. Whew, I'm running out of steam, guys. I definitely need to eat something, but I think before I hop off of here, I am going to, I'm gonna chop up this cute little tomato. Cute little bushel boy tomato. Had paella. That's a great one. I love paella. Let me write that down. I had really good vegetarian paella when I was in Spain years and years ago. Hey, gorgeous girl, how are you? I'm doing well, Darren. How are you doing? I made an onion bloom about, ooh, I've never had an onion bloom before. I've seen them 5 months ago. Tasted great, but it was a pain in the backside. I'm guessing it was, what you mean is it was like a pain to make it. I feel like they're so pretty, but yeah, it would be a lot of work to get it to look that beautiful in my, like, from what I understand. So let me just get this adorable little tomato all chopped up. Jason King, I'm in a dilemma. I donate plasma for extra money. Okay, the chat just skipped, so let me finish reading Jason's comment. I'm in a dilemma. I donate plasma for extra money, but since I've become vegan, my protein is always low. I'm between eating dairy-free, eating dairy/eggs for the money, or staying vegan because I feel that's what's right. Wow. I've never heard of that dilemma before, Jason, but I have like, oh, that sounds really tough, and I feel like I can't make that decision for you, but it does sound tough. Wow. Yes, the prep and cooking was time consuming. Okay, I believe it. The blooming onions at Outback Steakhouse don't taste as good as they look, but I'm sure a homemade one would be great. Bama Cuts, hello, welcome back. Same to you, Brian. Brian Moses, hello, Hannah, how are you? So nice to see you on this fine night. There's more people joining later on in the evening, so I'm taking note of that. But yes, it's great to see you. I'm doing well, just prepping some food. I have 3 finished baked potatoes behind me over on my stovetop, all wrapped up in aluminum foil. Definitely gonna eat one of them for dinner. Well, I had dinner earlier this evening to kind of tide me over once I got back home. But yeah, it's now whatever time it is. I've been on here for 2.5 hours, so the hunger has returned. Alright, I'm just cleaning my tomato slices. Yeah, Rami Art, I don't talk about political stuff here. Just try to keep it fun and casual. No touchy topics. How was your workout today? It was great. I mean, I felt a little bit sluggish. It's been a busy week, but yeah, I ran 7 miles. They felt great. It was like just the fall colors in Minneapolis right now, and also St. Paul, like basically in this metro area. They are in their prime right now, mid-October. It's just, it like, I feel so lucky, like seeing these colors and getting to just, I'm like, even though I'm like not super feeling like working out, I was like, I could much much more easily just sit and not do anything this evening. But I was like, no, I'm gonna go and run. And just the colors made it so, I was like, just remember you get to run in a place that's this beautiful, so don't complain. I love tomatoes. So do I, Ariok. Hi, Luke. Is that a unicorn breathing fire? Yes, you are correct. It's I feel like I'm getting a lot of shout outs from my concert t-shirt. So yes, this is from the Hella Mega Tour. August 2021 is when I went to see it. It is indeed a unicorn that's shredding an electric guitar and breathing fire. And it was these three groups that basically teamed up and were performing like one after the other. Weezer went first, Fall Out Boy was second, Green Day was last. And Green Day is my favorite band, and I've been listening to them since I was in 6th grade, like 12 years old. And I just had not gotten around to seeing them, and I was like, we gotta go to this because it's epic. So my sister and I went to go see, or we went to the Hella Mega Tour and had a great time. I also have a t-shirt from Fall Out Boy specifically because like there was this merch from the tour, and then on the back it has like the dates. You can kind of see like the name of the tour, and then each of the individual groups had their own merch, and there was a really funny t-shirt for Fall Out Boy, and I love Fall Out Boy, so I was like, I'm gonna support them and buy a t-shirt that's specific to them. Good eye, Luke. Jason King, I always hear the word mods. Are those just people who censor the chat? Yes, Jason King, that is correct. Basically, so currently I have 8 mods, and I would say it's just based on like the people who I've seen the most frequently. Some people have like asked who are regulars, and so it's just kind of like one by one I would add them, or say there was like a chat that was just getting way out of hand and someone was like, hey, I can be a mod here and just clean some of this up. So yeah, I would say, Jason, it's just kind of like over time I've like noted the people who are here a ton, or also like people who would comment a ton on my channel before going live, and so I would just, you know, make them a mod. So I've got 8 right now. Indian style lentils are cheap and tasty and full of protein. Yes, I'm not making Indian lentils this weekend, but I am making red lentils in the Ethiopian style. But these are actually, I think they're called, it's masoor dal, which is actually Indian. Also, you guys, oh no, my screen literally just like darkened and I got the 5% battery warning. So this is so sad, but my phone is actually dying on me here. Okay, I'm gonna try to get caught up on the chat, but I'm probably gonna have to exit here, or my phone is just gonna die, sadly. You make me hungry every time I watch your live. Hi, Rose. Oh my gosh, hi. Are you, oh, I didn't see the last bit of that. Okay. The only thing I would think would be the cost-effective legumes, buying vegan protein powder. Yes. Live, I mean, Dr. Leo. All my family are Portuguese and Brazilian. So delicious. Like a little ball of cheese. Yum. Bama cuts. Man, I was there to add the workout. Creative Arts, hi, 423. What's for supper? I'm gonna have a baked potato, and there's I'm gonna have one of the 3 that are sitting over there wrapped in foil. So I'm gonna just deck it out in all the good veggies. Sorry guys, I'm low on battery, so I'm trying to just kind of get to what everyone has said. Brian Moses, so true. I can't believe that you didn't make me one yet, Hannah. Rose S. Cassidy Johnson, have a great night, Hannah. I can't wait for the next live. Thank you, Cassidy. Yeah, I know, like, I wish I could keep going, but yeah, see, there's people like who are just getting here, like Osama bin Laden. Hello, cutie. Hi. It's my best friend Kelby's birthday. Can you wish her a happy birthday? Hi, Riley. Yes, happy birthday, Kelby. Hope you're gonna have, or are having, a great birthday today. Happy birthday. I really miss you. Well, it's good to see you back here. Aren't nuts a great source of protein? They are. They're also really high in fat. Eat for me. Okay. Thanks, No Sage. Freckles. I'm your old subscriber. Love it. Bye, AI girl. Happy cooking. Thanks, Eric. I don't know what it'll take to convince you that I'm not an AI robot here cooking in my kitchen, but I'm just doing my best to appear human. That's all I can do. I appreciate it though. Yeah, I am gonna. Maybe I'll just chop until my phone battery is at like 1%. But yeah, I'm realizing that a lot of you guys are joining now and it's later in the evening. So I think in the future, I'll do later Friday night lives just to give people a chance to like settle in. Hit the like and subscribe before you leave, everyone. Thank you, Cassidy. Thank you so much. Oh man. You cook food to carry the morning. Oh, yes, well, I'm trying to just win the weekend before it's actually the weekend. So that is my goal. But yeah, let's do a quick check on my battery. I bet it's at like 3. No, it's at 4, but yeah. So sad. I wish my phone battery was a little more robust. And this, my friends, is why I'm upgrading to the iPhone 16 next month. Because it's time. Even though I love my Android, it is old. It is old indeed. Next live prep. No, definitely not. Okay. 3%? No! I think I won't let my phone die, so I am going to bid farewell to all of you and just say thank you so much for joining me. It's great seeing you all here. I love having return viewers, seeing the usernames I recognize. So yes, I'm gonna end this stream. I'm glad I could do a little food prep with you tonight. I know, I wish my battery was 102. It's like, yeah, I'm being forced out of this live by my own phone. It's very sad. Bye Back to the Future. Yeah, I try my best, Jason, to just, like hit all the chat messages. It is a task, but I try my best. 95% of the world uses Android. I believe it. I have loved Android so much. Have a good night as well, Jesse, and I hope you have a very successful hunting expedition tomorrow. Hunting outing. I don't know what you call it, but hope it goes well for you. Good night, Sir Johnny of Bravo. Well, I should say good morning. Like, have a good day. Have a good Saturday. Bye, Bama Cuts. How are you, beautiful? The truth. I try to take good care of myself, and I think I got some genetic luck, maybe. Yep, I know. Keep a charger. Bye, Brian. Shout out to the mods. Yes, I know. The mods are A+. I really appreciate you guys so much. Good night, Ernest. Thank you, everyone. All right, I think I've made it to the bottom of the chat. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Bama Cuts. The truth, I'm from Minnesota. All right, I think that is just about everybody. I'm at 2%, so let's wrap up this live. Take care, everyone. Bye.